not a joke. I mean, it's really tough. To come back, to the States and, try to live a normal life is, almost impossible.
This deployment, it's been rough, overwhelming, not knowing what's going to happen. You don't know when your husband's going to call. You don't know if he's okay, and you're dealing with 3 sick kids, and then you're having trouble with your insurance, and just this everyday life happens, and it's very hard to go through it alone.
It's a struggle. My husband was beginning to experience some, illnesses and health changes and a lot of things that we really had no idea.
Having lived it, coming back from the war, I know the effect that it had on me. It started to affect my family, my spouse, children.
My 6-year-old daughter, her name is Madeline. We call her Maddie. She's had such a hard time with this deployment. It's affected her the most. And I've seen her so sad, and she has her little bear that her dad got her. It's dressed in military clothes, and she sleeps with it. She takes it everywhere. And she gets really sad missing him.
And that's where the idea of having a warrior support center, not only to facilitate the warrior, but also to include the family.
It came from our own personal experience. Just finding answers to a lot of the post-war issues, we decided that because we'd met so many other families that were facing the same kind of battles, we decided that there should be a center where a veteran or an active duty service member and their family can go and access services, like a one-stop shop, somewhere where they can access the unmet needs that weren't being facilitated.
We can do for those that are no longer here, that we can still make a difference in those lives that are still here, that those that are battling perhaps may not be physical, but they're dealing with emotional wounds, invisible wounds. But there's a place that we can fulfill that mission, where they can come have a place of restoration, where they can build resilience among their peers, and not only the peers, but also the family members, where the spouse can connect with their spouse and their children.
I'll never forget the first time my 6-year-old daughter came into the center. She saw the pictures of the other soldiers on the wall, on the door, and they were in uniform, and she said, those are Daddy's friends. And she came inside and she saw all the Army stuff, everything that is familiar with her dad was here.
Having the center is important to me because for me, it's my peace. So being able to come here and know that we're putting into something that's not only going to be beneficial for my family, but also for countless other military families.
I'm honestly speechless. Leroy's, kind of been like, the older brother to me. Without Leroy, in our lives, I think, life would have been a whole lot more difficult.
I can't stress enough how the rural areas need centers like this.
Meeting Rosie, just having her is so vital to my self-care. Knowing that I'm not going through this alone and I'm not the only one, and knowing you have that is life-changing.
I knew it was a calling for me to help veterans, and I feel that that calling that he put in my heart is now being fulfilled.
We know the effects of war. Now we can give back to those that have served, those that have paid the price. There's a place that we can assist before it's too late.
We don't want any more suicides, and the center is here to prevent that from happening.
Through your help, that restoration, that resilience will take place, but only through the support of the community